And welcome to part 3 of this Puggsy Gen CD / playthrough. We're in a pyramid. And this is actually one of my favourite Genesis songs. It's not that great in the CD, but still. You grab the controller, you press the button so you can see the eye which is inside this mummy. The mummy follows you, so you've got to move in precise areas where he can jump onto platforms. It can be a little finicky, but it's not really that difficult. I just love the fact of these gimmicks in this game. Like, it's really thought out. So, we just go at the top here with the mummy. So, we move all the way to the left, and then the mummy will follow. And then if we go to the right, he'll jump onto the next ledge. And we just keep on going to this point until you get to some switches. Now, if you jump at the wrong point, he can fall and he'll come and kill you, so be very careful. But luckily I didn't do that. No, I fell through the restart hole, so that was clever of me, wasn't it? God bloody damn it. Then we're back. That was annoying. Right, so this time we're going to fall through the right area. So just make sure that he doesn't jump when you're going to this bit. Wait to the end and then he jumps and he hits this switch. This is where you go to get out. And that is the end of this stage. Can be a little finicky at first, but nothing too bad. Now, the Genesis version of this song. Oh, love it. Right, these balls, throw them. They'll go into the teleporter. Don't worry, they always go the right way, so just throw them and then wait for the teleporter to go into the switch, and then the door will open. Like so. Now this bit, go at the top and you've got to flip this switch. Throw the ball at it, then run. Unfortunately, I did this wrong, because it trips the wrong switch and then this guy comes and kills me. But I've got so many lives, it doesn't really matter. So you just go forward, there you go, end of that level. Pretty simple. Right, on to the next level, which is kind of a bit of a puzzle. Right, you need 4 of these gems. I don't know what they are. They're just glass things of shapes, which is a square, circle, triangle, and an X. So a bit like PlayStation controls. What you need to do is you need to get them all, but get them all before you put them in. Because if you throw them, like you will see in just a minute, because I'm just that bloody clever, there is a chance it will go in that area which you can't reach if you have nothing to actually throw to get to the area. So don't do this. Just take each piece and take it up to the top and wait till you got all of them and then start putting them in. Because if you do shit like this, then there's a risk it's going to go in the other area. But for some reason, I decide I want to do it that way because I'm a prat. There we go, 1. Then the next one, and then the next one, and then that's how you open the door. Unfortunately, there is no item you can take to the next stage, so... Not take to the next stage, finish with, so you don't get any bonus points for this level, but you get to kill some enemies, so it's not too bad. Again, points is more of an arcade thing. It's really not relevant unless it's just to show off to your friends. It just doesn't bother me in the slightest. Anyway, on to the next boss. You think it's a raccoon, don't you? It is a raccoon, but it's a balloon. Yeah, I was thrown by this at first as well, because you think, oh, World Guardians, but when you see the first one, which is the Emperor's old clothes, you expect this sort of thing, but I was not prepared for this. Anyway, you hit onto the switches at the bottom, which look like pots, and they fire plungers. You hit him with the plungers, and that is how you kill him. It's pretty easy. Shouldn't take you much longer, but the music is alright. I wouldn't say it's that great though. Anyway, one more hit, which won't take long. 3, 2, 1. What am I doing? Oh, maybe I'm letting you listen to the music. Just kill him already. Come on, Ali. I know you can do it. There we go. Okay, that's the end of him. Now, there is a little difference compared to the CD version, which I will show off. So that is 4 Guardians now of the Genesis. And meanwhile. Now, this is another thing which I don't understand. This is the Genesis version. It's showing you a later level and they're turning on a fan to try and stop you advancing to get your ship. Fair enough. So, this is the CD version. The difference is the balloon is actually in the background, which I think is a nice touch, which I don't understand why the Genesis couldn't handle that. But it shows you where he is, so it's kind of better, but, you know, boss music, same music, just eh. So, that is that Guardian. We've now got 3 more on this one, whereas 1 on the other, which is the Dragon. So, let's see how the CD handles this, shall we? So we're at the docks of Raklantis. The whale has pushed the ship over to her, and then the whale sinks. And that's it. Doesn't really explain anything at all, does it? On to the next level, Darkblade Forest, which is a really nice level. The music is amazing. Like I said, this is where you'll start noticing the soundtracks getting a little not that great on the CD version compared to the Genesis, because this is a unique soundtrack for Darkblade Forest. But as for the puzzle, you put the ball in and it floats. Then you've got to get to the other side and get a floating beach ball or bouncy ball. I don't know what you want to call it. So you kill the bat by just headbutting it, apparently. And then you've got to get this and you take it back to where the floating switch ball is. So it's kind of obvious what you've got to do here. You put the beach ball in, you grab the switch ball, and you do the same as last time. You bounce with it and you get to the other side. As you notice, when you had the switch ball, it was in a perch like this. So you put it on the perch, and that's how you do it. That's the end of that stage. Love the music. Nice and simple. Now, this stage. First I need to get some shoes because, oh my god, you are not ready for this. This stage coming up is a pain in the neck. But I'm going to show you something. Right, immediately when you start this, you are chased by a wizard with this sound effect. You think, oh my god, danger, so you grab the slingshot and you've got to fire it at these sandbags. The sandbags hit into the wizard and then the wizard is slowed down, otherwise he comes and kills you. That is the end of the stage. Here is the Mega CD's version of this theme, which throws you off completely. Wait for it. How the fuck does this signify danger? It's the bloody beach theme. It's like, yeah, let's have a nice stroll and just... No, it just doesn't work. So, this is the second Blade Forest. Dark Blade Forest level. It's actually the third one, but I count this as a level because the other one looked like... It's more of a mini boss. Anyway, grab the ball, get to the top here. There is a gun, which you shouldn't shoot the enemies with, but I do for some reason. I have no idea why. Well done, Ali. You just wasted a shot. And you got killed by fire. Or a lamp. Right, so you get this balloon. And you inflate it. Then what you do is you put the balloon under a ball. Because it won't move. I don't know why, but it won't. So, you jump on top of the balloon, or the ball, and you go up this way. And this is how you do it. It's probably not the way they intended you to do it, but it's a way to do it. So then, when you get to a certain point, you just jump off, and you fire the gun, and you can just either lose a life or just jump over the last flame like so. And that's the end of that level. So, back to the Genesis version with this theme, which is the Diamond Mines theme. Oh my god, I love this theme. I love all of the Genesis versions, but there are just some which just stick into your head, and this is definitely one. So this is an easy level. All you've got to do is go from A to B, avoid the enemies, and that's it. I like levels like this. Anyway, grab the coin and there you go. Now for the Mega CD's take on this level. What should we put as the theme? Oh yes, let's just put the generic boss theme. That won't piss people off. God, I don't understand why they were so limited on music. It made no sense to me. Back to the Genesis version. And this level will probably get you eating your controller as well. Because there is a bit in this which is annoying. Right, what you need to do is go all the way to the bottom. And up here you'll find a key. To get said key, you need to get some stalls. One or two. I always get one. Unless I get two, I can't remember. So we go all the way to the bottom. And jump up here with the stall. Place the stall down and then you've got to jump onto these platforms. I take forever. And I mess up so much, but here we go. One. Come on, Ali. 1, 2. There we go. Got the key. So now we go all the way back. This is what I mean by backtracking. But like I said, it's forgiving because the levels are short. So you open the key and watch out for the mouse. You got to get rid of the TNT. You can throw it or you can place it, but if you throw it, personally, it's easier, I find. But you throw it down and then it will destroy those junk lamps which are down there. There we go, one. And you don't even have to navigate because the minecarts do it themselves. But you keep going and then to the M1. Just go up, wait a couple of seconds, and then the minecart will push onto the last bit here, which is a pillar holding up the ground. Logic. And that's how you do that one. Pretty simple. The Mega CD take on this music is Starfall Lake. I just... Why, Sega CD? Why were you so limited? I would have thought there'd be more data, but... whatever. Here's Dark Skull Castle. Love this thing. In this level, you pick up the switch, you press it, and then you've got to navigate this pot. There are 2 levers down at the bottom, and you've got to navigate from left to right to make the fans go. It's a pretty standard level, and it's quite fun. Now, this is where the physics come into play. The Genesis physics are very fluent and will hardly ever mess you around, as I shall demonstrate. Pot comes down. What you got to do is get the controller, jump on the pot, activate the controller, and then just sail to the next area. As you can see, it's smooth, it doesn't move, it doesn't jolt or do anything, and that is how you do this stage. It doesn't matter what door you go through, you will still end up with a fork in the road between 2 levels now, which sort of hints that this is how you get to the other Guardians. Right, so what I'm doing here is just trying to be greedy and get some items, and there we go. Now, the Mega CD's take on the physics. I'm pressing left, and look, see, the physics throw me off the actual cauldron, which just makes it unbearably annoying. Next level. So now we got Fireheart and Dark Skull Castle 2. Dark Skull Castle 2 is what we're going to go for now. As you can tell, this music is from Darkblade Forest. But this is actually from Dark Skull Castle. This is actually the original piece. So, with the flashlight, you pick it up and turn it on. And then if you look around the place, you'll see these strange shadowed letters. You need to use the gun to kill the enemies with the right correct letters. C is one of them. I don't think M is. I think that was just a silly mistake of mine. R is one of them. I think R is one of them. Yeah, definitely R. And I can't remember which sequence it is in. Oh yeah, there we go. M. It easily falls in. And R, I think, is down there. Or is it C? Maybe it's C. It's C. So you got M, R, C. No idea what it stands for, but this is the way you do it. You throw them in, and then you can go to the exit. And that is the end of that stage. Quite simple. But obviously for a first time, I don't think many people would think to use a flashlight. So on to the next stage. This one might have you a bit confused at first. So kill the green pumpkins of all bloody colours. Makes them look like freaking mutant gherkins if you ask me. So just go up here, get your shades if you want. And you see a bat with a green bat wing. So you knock the switch, the plank comes down, and he drops the bat wing. Or piece of or a leaf. I don't know what you want to really see it as, but yeah. So, then you go to the other side. Right up here. Right. Kill the bats by using your trick. Throwing an object which is starlit by pressing up, and the throw button will make him do that. To get the knife, you throw the items inside here to get the knife. In the Genesis version, you only need one because of the physics are programmed better, but for the CD, you need all the items. So, last bit. This side, there is an egg. You need to get that egg. That guy there, you cannot kill. You have to trap him by pressing the lever, and then grab the egg. Now you need to throw the egg and the green bat wing into the pot. Now you're probably wondering, what is this frog doing here? Well, I shall tell you. See that knife there? Well, Mr. Toadsworth is going to lose a leg, shall we say. Here comes the knife. This is a bit brutal, this bit. Yeah, it's not very graphical, of course, but you can see that the toad isn't happy that you've just taken his leg. Here we go. Sorry, Toad. So we throw his foot, or spring, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't look like a foot because it's upside down, but who really cares? So you need to grab it and put it in. And then you get a potion. Drink the potion. And then you turn into Neo from the Matrix. You fly, you break the game's physics and everything, but you just got to go all the way this way. And that's the end of that stage. But in the CD version, you got a boss. And it's the same repetitive music. Oh wait, he's got a moustache. I know! Now, for this guy, he goes left and right. You've got to jump on him when he comes down. Not this way, but when he's coming from left to right at the bottom. And that's it. I'll let you enjoy the Team 4-star official version of the Mustache remix.
Vegeta with a mustache.
Why didn't your hair grow?
The pure-blooded Saiyan's hair does not change from the day we are born, with the exceptions of beards and mustache.
I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And that is the end of Sir Maskowitz. I don't know what his name is. I mean, in the Genesis version, the bosses had names as their music tracks, but because the CD has a repetitive noise, no idea. So they lift up the ship in Raklantis docks, which makes sense, because they're taking it to their leader, which is called the Raccoon King. Anyway, guys, that is the end of this part, and I'll see you in the next part for Aztec Temple. See you then, guys. Bye!